Full time here at Kirkby Road, 3-2 to Barwell, and another fantastic game of football for Coventry Sphinx. Here with joint manager Shaun Thomas. Tom, mate, that's the third pre-season game, and again 3-2. It's ended 3-2 every single time. Tell us your thoughts on today's 3-2.
Yeah, I think it was good. I enjoyed tonight. I think we were good value for having a good game with Barwell. I think they had some good players, good movement. They're very well coached on this 3G, and it made it tough for us at times. But we stuck together. I think, obviously, Liam, I don't know if you recorded this, but the 3 goals we conceded need working on a little bit. Yeah, but in terms of the general performance, very pleased, and 18 lads got good minutes again.
Well, it was a proper gung-ho first half, wasn't it? All 5 goals came before the break. Really, there was nothing left on the pitch in terms of effort.
No, and they were very good. I think there was some disappointment with the way that we didn't take our chances on Saturday. Some disjointedness in the preparation and the two 11s, and so that sort of like really kick-started us into trying to bring those numbers down and starting to make it feel more like a match day as it would do in terms of using subs, and we will use them, but making sure that we're not just throwing them on to try and give split minutes. And the first half was, it was all action. I think we were very good. We created some good chances in really tough conditions when the rain opened and the heavens opened up as well. So we were pleased with the first half performance, but even more so with the second half, keeping a clean sheet and more than matching them when the subs started coming on and changes started happening.
Well, talking of the second half, it really calmed down after the break. It ended as a 0-0 after the break. What was said in the Sphinx dressing room to try and calm things down after such a hectic opening 45 minutes?
Yeah, so I mean, from the sideline you could see what Barwell were trying to do. They're trying to draw your centre halves out. They're very good at it. Their movement and their positioning is very good, and so I think we just spoke about just giving the lads a little bit of information about how to try and negate that. Where's the danger? Who's not the danger when they're trying to build their play? And as I say, the patterns of play were very good, and I think second half we settled down and they made some changes. They put on some really quick lads who gave a different type of threat, and we're just trying to aim to be compact. And I think what we did do is certainly calm the game down, where it got a little bit heated first half and it didn't need to do that. So we were pleased second half too.
We seemed to have the better of the second half possession. We were pushing towards the Barwell net more than they were towards ours. But was it just too difficult to break down a very well organised Barwell team? Yeah,
and even though we're saying that we're trying to make it feel more like a match day in the league, some of the changes that we're making, which is the right thing to do, are people that are not playing in the completely natural positions. So you do lose a little bit of forward momentum a little bit, and you've got a couple of midfielders and wide men playing up front, and whilst they did a great job, it's not their natural position, so we didn't look like we could naturally carry that threat that we did first half, because we opened them up a couple of times and it was pleasing to watch. But I think we were more pleased with the hard work and the graft and making sure that we didn't get opened up and the game didn't run away from us second half, which they didn't, and it was a fairly entertaining 0-0 second half.
That it was, but the goals in the first half were conceded mainly from, as you said earlier, personal errors rather than a fundamental problem in the formation. Is it just a matter of getting the players match sharp to try and negate these errors as we go on?
And I mean, I've played football, and when I played football, you have to get into a groove, and I think there's an element of pre-season where, although it matters, it doesn't matter in terms of 3 points. So we're trying to play, and we've mostly played more than what you would do in an average game, because you're on a lovely 3G and you're trying to just keep that ball. And so obviously we got punished in the first 3-4 minutes or whatever it was, and frustrating really, because I think it's completely avoidable. And then the second one, switching off from a throw-in, you get punished. You play against good players, you get punished. Last year we might not have got punished as often, and then obviously the third one. I'll let Guesty explain that one, but you won't want to see it again, put it that way.
We'll look forward to hearing his view on that. At the other end of the park, though, 7 goals in 3 games, 5 against high league opposition. Does that really alleviate any fears of departures weakening the attack? Sorry, certainly it does alleviate any worries. When you go into the new season, there's lots of unknowns, but I think we were really comfortable with the forward lads that we had. So despite the departures and everything that goes with that and the goals that go with that,
we know we will score goals, and we know that we will create chances, I should say, and then it's up to those guys to take the opportunities, because as you know, on Saturday I think I've looked back and I think I could count on 15, 16, maybe 20 good chances that we only converted 2. I think tonight we created maybe 4 or 5 and converted 2, so that's a much better conversion rate. And I think over the course of the season, I think that ultimately we're going to be playing against better players, better teams, and those opportunities are going to be few and far in between. So we just need to make sure that when we do have those opportunities, we are at least making the keeper work and we are scoring the goals, and the players up there will do that, I'm convinced.
Well, pre-season friendly number 4 on Saturday against Rugby Borough, another team like Pershore who are coming into Step 5 as champions. Are you expecting them to be a tough team to beat?
Yeah, definitely. I think another game on a lovely 3G. Knowing little bits about Rugby Borough, knowing some of the lads that they brought in, I fully expect it to just be as tough as tonight. They've got some good players. They obviously won their league last year, and I think they've strengthened again. And I think they'll be a very good opposition. We've got some decisions to make. I think we've got 5 or 6 out on Saturday, so we're just making sure we're getting some cover in the right areas, because last thing you want to do is go over and not turn up, sort of thing. So yeah, we're looking forward to it though.
And finally, there's some real anticipation around the club this week, because on Thursday we find out the fixtures for the new Northern Premier League Midlands season. Who are you hoping to get on the opening day? Who do you want to start against?
Good question. I haven't thought about it. I thought obviously the FA Trophy, I was really buzzing about seeing our name in that draw, and obviously when the league fixtures come out, it's just going to be nice to have a little bit of a sit down and just work your way through about thinking, Jesus, we've got to go there on this week, or I think ideally, obviously it doesn't matter, but a home game against anybody would be great, just so we can set that season off. No, saying all that now, it'll be Spalding away, the furthest trip, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, we're open to anybody, and as we said, it's going to be a journey into the unknown, but we're really looking forward to it.
Well, whoever we get, you'll find out first on the Coventry Sphinx social media platforms, and we'll be there on Saturday as we take on Rugby Borough. Jordan, thanks for your time.
Brilliant, thanks a lot, Liam.